all of our training data. And also it'll be data that will be used to inference in real time when we want to trigger events to maybe place a purchase or place a sale. I don't know, one of the two. That's what we're going to do now. So here we go. Check this out. We've got the information on the news. So it's all about following the news and the current stock price, or the price of the symbol, right? That's the symbol. And we're getting started with just the BTC symbol because it's an easy one. I think it's one of the easier ones to get started with. And so that's what we're doing. We're set up. We've got the data. It looks like this. Check it out. It's so fantastic. And we even included a nice little helpful bits. It's not necessary. We don't need this information, though it is kind of interesting. Maybe it might be useful as training data. We might use it as training data. Although we can't, I mean, in some ways we can't, because this data that we have highlighted right here on the screen, it's got to be our labels, right? This has to be information specifically for our labels. It cannot be for the inputs, right? The features, right? The features, the inputs, right? It's the same thing. Whether we talk about the features, that's the data that goes into, then we take that output and then we grab these labels that you see here on the screen, these labels that you see here, these three lines. Mostly it's just right here. And we calculate whether we need to make a purchase or a sale. And here are our logits. Our logits, which is basically just whether we want to sell, right? Sell or hold or buy. One of the three. We're going to do one of the three. And I think the sell is going to be the best option when we want to make money. And then buy is when we think the price is going to go higher in the future, right? So we sell if we think the price is going to drop in the next 5 minutes, or we buy if we think it's going to increase in the next 5 minutes. And so what we can do then is use this model to make those predictions. What we do is we make that buy or sell decision at that point. Because if it goes down, we want to sell now and maximize our profit. But we also want to add, because we're building a bot, right? A trading bot, we want it to make a decision also to look at the current price and find where it's made its purchases and make a decision whether, even though we predicted when to buy or when to sell, we need to know, should we actually sell? Because we still want to make double check to make sure that there's a profit. But this should be a good trick. So we have our data. We have all of our training data. We're good to go. We're going to train it to interact and get sort of an insight into it, because that's what we're doing here. So we've got, for the most part, any of those, we could actually add in some more geopolitics as they come out. That could be another thing we do. That could be another data entry point. That's a good idea. Okay, let's add that in. We got to add that in. Michael Bowen. Okay, here we go. Let's see. So let's add that in real quick. Okay, input data. Here we go. We want, what was it? Foreign, no. Let's type it correctly. FOREING, foreign policy events. Ooh, future foreign policy events. What's this stream about? I'm new. SWR. FR. We are building a algorithmic trading AI using Python and some AI. We're going to be using PyTorch library, Y-Finance as the data source, Gemma embedding for the input, and we'll be using the Gemma embedding model, which is 300 million parameters. I'm actually really excited. I've never built a model that looks like this. I'm really excited. I think it's going to be really cool. We've got our model. We've got everything set up. Everything's downloaded. We got our data here. So what we need to do next is we need to create by train.py. We're going to do a train.py. Okay, so we need to import our model, which should be here. Let's go v get data models. It's called this right here. So we'll copy and paste this like that. Okay, close that. Import that. Gemma transformer classifier, because that's what we got. We've got our model. We're not going to freeze, so we could just delete that because we don't need that. We've got our optimizer and our criterion, which is cross entropy loss, because we're going to do a category. We're classifying, right? We're classifying our data, and our data classification is going to be a bunch of ones and zeros. And see, we have to generate that here. So we need to generate our labels. We need to generate our labels. Oops, set no paste. There we go. Let's go let's generate labels. There we go. We also have to generate our features. There we go. We have to do this. So we have to do some code here. We have to do a little bit of code, you guys. We've got one task. I want to at least start the training on this model. Or at the very minimum, we need to do these things here. This is it right here. We need to do these two bullet points right here. We need to do these two things: generate our features and generate our labels. We're jumping back. So these are our two things that we got to do today: generate the features and generate the labels. So we can generate the features pretty easily. So we've got our training data, which looks like this. We got it at the bottom of the screen, right? So let's do features like this. Actually, we're just about that, but we want to append. We want to do more. We want to say we need more than this. And because of this, I need to put it in, because if I do list comprehension here, it's going to look a little too busy. So I need to go a little bit further. So I'd rather do it like this. We are building our own algorithmic training AI using some market data and the news. We're going to be, as you can see here. So here's the data at the bottom of our screen. You can see the data at the bottom of our screen, and we will be using that. So here, features equals an empty array, because we're going to be creating our data. So here, we're going to do item. We want item. Here in features append, but we want to, what do we want to do? We want to, I've got an idea. Let's do an F string. So we'll do an F string. We'll call it like this, and then we'll say, and then we want it to have the headline like this. And so here we go, features and append. There we go, like this. So what we're going to do is we're creating our features here. We're creating our features. Oh, we also want the price. So should we put the price at the top? I think we should put the price here. Price like this. We'll do the price. So the current price like that. So we've got our data here. So I don't want to, I need to append it differently. We can't, because all our features are going to be different. So I need it to be different. What I want it to be here. We need to do that at the end. This has to be an end item like this, like this. So we want to grab all of this like this. I think probably a good way to do that would be like the join. Well, let's do it like this. I think that sounds good. Here we go. Dot join. And then we do features that append item. No, not that. We will do features that append this. Here we go, like that. There we go. Then we'll make it pretty. We'll make it pretty like that. I wonder. You know what? Since this is, we can make it even prettier. I think we can make it even prettier, but I think this is good because we don't need to go any further. We don't need to go any further. Let's print it out. Let's print out what our feature looks like. All right, let's do our first feature. Let's do our feature here. We'll do feature. Let's make sure it looks good. We want to make built it. We built our features. Okay, so we have all of our features. Let's look at a couple. Let's take a peek at a couple of these. Let's see a couple of them. Let's see what it looks like. Jump back into it. So we succeeded at building our features. We succeeded at building the features. Okay, so now we need to generate our labels. We're going to generate our labels, and that's going to be a little bit more challenging because we have to capture. The good news is we prepared our data properly, so we're good to go. We have to generate our labels. Cool. So Route 53 is doing the heavy load. We actually use NS1, and we use NS1. Recap the algo quick for you. Okay. Let's do a quick algo recap. So we are targeting a volatile market with lots of news and a high volume of trade because we want to be able to gain access to, and here, these are pretty good markets. Here's our target symbols. We're starting with BTC. We're going to be using Y Finance for the data source, PyTorch as the AI library, Gemma embedding as our embedding model because we're going to be using PyTorch transformers. We're going to use a PyTorch transformer. And then we're going to be using these side libraries as assistants and other and visualizations where needed. And so our input data will be historical prices of the symbol, news headlines, sentiment. We don't need to extract directly because we are going to be using the Gemma embedding, which is a Gemma embedding 300 million parameter model. We'll be Gemma embedding 300 million parameters. PyTorch transformer, and the output layer is a classifier, or it's going to be basically three numbers, and it'll be one hot, 0 to 1. It looks like this. Buy, sell, and hold will be these indicators here. This will be our output layer, and our input will look something like this, and we will we're going to train it on individual, but we also want to train it on a series as well, which we can do. So this is where we need to update our, actually, I'm glad you had me redo this. So we need to update our features real quick. To do, we need to do this. To do, we need to grab, sort of merge features together in a single context. So we need to do multiple. So you see how we're doing one at a time here, which is plenty. This is plenty. I think we'll actually do pretty good with this, but I want to also add more context. So it looks like this. So you see like 3 in 1 like this, 3 in 1 like that. 3 all in the same context window. That's the plan. The signals that we're going to be basing it on is based on this data. So you can see a sample of the data here. We actually have a live real data here where you can see. And that is part of our input data. That's our signals, right? And then we're going to target a delta of what is the percentage. We want to target a delta of the percentage. Let's take a peek here. So you can see the difference. This is the difference in percentage that we're looking at. We'll probably look at, maybe I was thinking something like a 0.05% range, right? So I think that's the range that we are looking for to see if a delta to trigger where they want to buy or sell, depending on where the value is. So that's what I think we're gonna target. Right up my alley. Nice to meet you. Using natural language processing for macroeconomic news. Basically, that's basically what we're doing, but we're going a step further. Instead of doing our own NLP sentiment analysis directly on the data, we're going to be using an embedding model, the most advanced open source embedding model available to us, which required us to do quite a few T's and C's. I was surprised. I didn't think we had to do it, but we did. We needed quite a few T's and C's. It's called the Gemma. Gemma. The Gemma embedding, 300 million. This is from Google. The Google embedding model. It's multilingual. It supports, I think, 100 languages or something like that. Something big. And it's going to capture all the meaning that we want. It's going to capture everything, and we're going to pass it through. Now, what we need to do is we need to rerun through this here. And then we're going to generate our label. Actually, we don't have to create a whole separate loop. Let's do our labels. Let's do our labels like this. We can do our labels like this. All right, labels. So how do we do this? We need to decide based on the price. All right, so price. Price. All right, what do we got here? So we need to grab our data. So what does our data look like? We need our price. So we need future price. We've got difference here. We've got the difference. So I think we can just go based on we need to go based on the percentage. I think the percentage, right? So / space negative. So you can see when there's a drop. You can see there's a drop here. We need to get our labels going. So we've got let's see here. We need our difference or prices. So I think we're gonna base it on this, right? I think so if we do Control V like that, paste, and then we just copy this. I think we can just copy this in reference to it. But we don't need these things, but you know what? Let's just copy them anyway. So we need to pay attention to this here. So these are the things that are going to help us with our labels. So we need to either buy, sell, or let's see here. Let's jump out. Buy, sell, or hold. Right? Buy, sell, or hold. Okay, so here is our data. So what I need to do is make a decision. So if the future price is going to be big, okay, so what we can say is this is where we want to go, 0, like that. If percentage is less than this, okay, perfect. Then we want to do our labels append this. But you know what's going to be nice? You know what would be really nice is if we create our target label. So sell equals, actually let's just copy and paste these things here. Let's go, because it will make it easier to read. So let's grab this like this, and then we'll just lowercase those, and then we'll just reference them. Sell, buy, and hold, right? Sell, hold, and buy. That's it. So those will be our targets. Append, if the future is going to decrease, we should sell, right? And if the future if it's bigger, then we buy. Otherwise, we hold, right? Otherwise, we hold. There we go. I think that's it. Did we just create our labels? Are we done? Did we do it? We are building a algorithmic training model using AI and Python. That's what we're building. We're targeting volatile markets with lots of news events, so we have lots of data. And we've got our features, and then let's do our labels really quick as well. Let's do our labels as well. We want to make sure to grab our labels there. Copy, paste this, and then we'll do labels. There we go, and it's up to date. That's where we're going to use our trading signals. Name labels is not defined. Okay, we did some spelling problems. We did some spelling problems here. Let's make sure we do it properly. We got to do this correctly here. All right. Yep. That looks good now. We're good to go. All right, let's rerun this. It worked, you guys. It worked. We did it. Look correct? It does. Look, it's giving us separate buying signals. It's giving us separate buying signals. Look at that right there. We did it, you guys. We properly created our features and labels. We did it. Okay, that was the goal for today's stream. Like trading with Python, which we will embed into our model, our Gemma embedding, and we'll see how good it performs.